Okay, take 2 with Mega Dragonite. Let's see if I can actually use the Mega Dragonite this time. Didn't make any changes to the deck because I didn't get a chance to use the Dragonair, so I want to try the core strategy before I start tweaking. And I go first, which is fine. That's what I want to do. Okay, and mulligan. Cool, great start. Okay, well, at least I know for a fact that I've got Dragonair. Start the Dratini, and I also start a Buddy Buddy Poffin, as well as an Earthen Vessel. So not bad. I've also got Professor's Research in hand, which is the second time I've started it. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? I just have the whole Dragonite line in hand immediately. I'll take that. Dragapult does tend to start slow. I'm going to attach to my bench just because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to attach to the active and then it get knocked out. And their hand must have been terrible to immediately Lily's Determination. They do get a Buddy Buddy Poffin, so that's a better start. And, ooh, Badoo. I really do hate that little thing. Yeah, Dragapult tends to run a low energy count, but it is definitely worth it to attach, retreat, and get the Badoo out, and item lock. Wow, so I got a second Earthen Vessel, but I can't use either of them. Let's do this first. Evolutionary Guidance. Grab an Electric. Yeah, of course, if I had known that would happen, I would have used my other one last time. Would have used Earthen Vessel last time. And I'm going to give you this. Also go for this. Let's do Guidance again. Second, Lily's Determination. Another Buddy Buddy Poffin. Okay, and so we're facing a pretty standard build of Dragapult. Dragapult, Dusknoir, and Badoo for stall. Okay, so I'm going to do this because I'll be able to knock out the Badoo, and then if I get knocked out, that electric will go into the discard. And my goodness, that's a lot of items just drawn. But I get the Battle Cage, that's helpful. I could Evolutionary Guidance. I don't really need to because I don't have anything to evolve at the moment. So we'll just knock this out. And next turn I'll be able to play all my items, unless they bring back the Badoo. And Pheasantipity, that's a pretty good Pokemon to draw when I'm expecting to lose something. You also saw that I played the Battle Cage, and so I talked about this a little bit in the deck profile video. Battle Cage prevents damage counters from being placed on your bench by your opponent. And so we'll see. Well, I guess, they're not going to be able to do much about it. They'll still be able to hit the active, but... Ooh, okay. There's Dusknoir. Let's see if they read the card. Because if they blow themselves up and try to place it on the bench, it's going to do nothing. Oh, and they grab a Sparkling Crystal, okay. You don't see that too often in Dragapult decks anymore. They tend to go for Neo Upper Energy. And that's because a lot of times Dragapult runs the Jamming Tower to shut down your opponent's tools, and then they don't run any tools themselves. Sparkling Crystal allows a Terra Pokemon to attack for 1 less energy, but it's a tool. And so if you run Jamming Tower, you turn off your own Crystal. So that's why the Neo Upper Energy. Okay, so let's move that to the active, because Dynamotor only lets you attach electric energy to the bench. And unlocking my items, well, I was going to say it would do me a lot of good, but it really doesn't. Apparently I don't have that many basics left in the deck. I'm going to play it again anyway. Just going to take a quick peek through here, see what there is. Burn that, so in case I do get Ionode, it's no longer a card I'm needing to draw. Pokepad does get me the evolutions, but I've already got one in my hand, so I don't need the second one there. Earthen Vessel for some more energy, because I can do this. I can attach here Dynamotor, and Iono. Hopefully I get the air balloon. Well, not yet, but I do get my 3 from Flip the Script. And I'm actually going to grab out a Dratini from the discard, so I can have a backup. Oh gosh, still no air balloon, okay. Well. And get a couple more electric energies out. Use the Ultra Ball. And grab electric again. And I can't evolve. Oh yeah, Sky Transport. I can just move myself into the active. So this is fantastic. And Reunoglide. And discard those 2. Alright. So we take down the Dragapult with the crystal on it. They promote the other Dracloak. And I did get an air balloon from my prizes, which is good, because I'm going to have to move myself out of the active. I got to put Dragonite onto the bench so that I can Dynamotor onto it again. Okay, so they get another Dragapult established. So they have Dusknoir and Dusclops on the bench, and so they are probably just going to completely blow up in order to take out my Dragonite. Okay. Give me 1 prize there, thank you. And another prize, thank you. Okay, boss's orders. Work with that. And Phantom Dive, so they take out the Dragapult. Or sorry, they take out my Dragonite. Okay, what do I do? Who do I promote? That's 3 prizes for them. Okay, I'm doing the Pheasantipity because they can't one-shot me. So I am safe for at least a turn. Okay, second electric. Okay, I've got Rare Candy, but I don't have a Night Stretcher. Otherwise, I could establish another Dragonite. Oh, I don't need to. You know what? I can bring Pheasantipity back to the bench. Just gonna put the Dratini there. Manually attach here. And Dynamotor to it because I only need one prize. I don't have to go through this Dragapult. I can use Cruel Arrow on the Dreepy on the bench. Even if that Dreepy evolves, Dracloak is going down. So I'm going to put a couple more things here. Again, in case I get Ionode. Okay. Yeah, I just need to get back to the active. Cruel Arrow, and then I'll be good. Let's see, what do we got? What's left in the deck? So discard these for Ultra Ball. Sure, why not? Grab the Mega Electros, in case that ends up being relevant. And turn. Okay, what are they going to do? So if they knock out Dratini, they lose, because the 6 damage counters from, they would put on the bench would fizzle out, and then knocking out Dratini just allows me to put Fezidipity back in the active, in which case I can Cruel Arrow. So they knock me out, they lose. If I get anything that allows Dratini to retreat next turn, they lose. They need 2 turns to win. Okay, they just concede. So, alright. Well, I finally got to use Mega Dragonite, and that went pretty well. I could have closed it earlier if I had just thought about it, but still learning. Good game.